from London. How you doing? Hope you're good. What a great opportunity it is. A new week, a new start, new things to achieve. It's all about the mindset. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. It's absolutely true. I've discovered it. I've tested it out myself over the years, and it's all about how we think. Everything starts with a thought. Everything. Um, it's a fascinating piece of work to start to understand your subconscious mind, your feelings, and your conscious mind, your thoughts, and the connection or the disconnection in a lot of cases between the two. If you've got a disconnection between your thoughts, your logic, your thinking, and your emotional mind, your subconscious mind, your feelings, if you've got a disconnect between what you're thinking and what you're feeling, things are going to be tough. In fact, a lot of what I do in coaching is connecting those two things for people so that they understand their feeling and they understand their thinking and how that's created that. It's so interesting. It's so interesting to understand that connection. Good morning, guys. They're all saying good morning to me. Good morning, Andy. And good morning to every one of you. If you would like to get if you would like to get yourself on this stream, so I know exactly who you are, you could try clicking that link there. If you click that link there, I'll be able to see you on my screen. So good morning, Meg. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, lots of Facebook users. It's great to have you all here. Look, I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend. I need to let you know something. And the big news is that I know how to fail. I know how to fail. I genuinely do. I was thinking about this yesterday. I know how to fail spectacularly. And if you read Life Remixed or you listen to 6.5 hours of my voice on Life Remixed, you know that I've had some absolute beauties, some absolute beautiful failures. You know, what some people will call disasters, some people will call heartbreak, some people would call the worst thing that could possibly happen to them. But I've had all of those things. And I'm still here. I'm still standing, as Elton John said. And I also do believe in miracles, as the Jackson sisters said. The point is that actually failure is just a part of success. If you can actually seek out failure, if you're not failing, you haven't tried something. Okay, you need to try something. Some people are just very, very keen just to sit on their hands and not do anything, and just be like, keep everything as low key as possible. In fact, Earl Nightingale once was quoted as saying, who obviously Bob Proctor studied with, generations ago now, and it's all coming down the line to and through me and to all of you guys. Earl Nightingale said, most people are tiptoeing through life hoping to get safely to death. And think about that for a minute. Most people are tiptoeing through life hoping to get safely to death. And I thought about myself, and all right, so I lived the life of a DJ and a music man and everything else full time, but I was playing it safe a lot of the time. I sort of learned how to do something, and I played it safe for 20 years, and then the wheels came off. So playing it safe is not really the key, is it? From my experience, and from certainly every other experience I've read, and every other person who shares their story and shares something, it's not about playing it safe. It's about actually like taking some action and doing something, and seeking out some failure, putting yourself out there. So what if you fail? Okay, you had a go, you try something new. Now, I'm not talking about monumental failures that are going to ruin your life and ruin the rest of your life. No, but seek out some failure, learn from that. You know what I mean? A failure is not a failure unless you learn from it. If you learn from it, it becomes a success. So it's really interesting to understand that if you know how to fail, you will also know how to succeed. Okay, because you wouldn't have a left without a right. You don't have an up without a down. You don't have a light without a dark. Yeah, everything is connected. So failure is a part of success. In fact, nearly every millionaire has been bankrupt in their 30s. So I'm on my way, right? So nearly every millionaire has been bankrupt in their 30s. Nearly every successful person has had some form of failure that actually has caused them to go inward and look at what's happened. And when we can do that, that's when the power is. That's where the power is. That's when the changes begin. When we look inwardly and we say, right, okay, what can I do here? Not blaming the world and blaming everyone else and blaming all the negativity, but actually taking the responsibility and saying, what did I do that wasn't in line? Where was the mistakes? What can I do to improve? Yeah, it's such an important thing to understand, because I do know how to succeed now. Now, I could list all my successes endlessly, but I don't really want to do that here. I've done it in chapter 14 of Life Remixed. Chapter 14 of Life Remixed, I actually urge every single one of you to sit there this morning, take 5-10 minutes, or do it at lunchtime, or do it this evening, and write down a list of every single moment you've succeeded in your life, right? Make a list of every single moment you've succeeded in your life, and you will really start to understand how things work by congratulating yourself on your successes. Good morning to Caroline Jackson. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mark. Happy Monday. Yes, indeed. Good morning, Paul Grant from Thailand. Great to have every single one of you here and viewing and being a part of this Monday motivation. Such an important subject to get our head around, to seek failure and then understand that we have just as many successes, and our negative mindset can often just focus on the failures. And if we're just focusing on these failures over and over and over again, what do we attract? You know, most people have got a goal to get out of debt. Trying to get out of debt will keep you in debt forever. Just put an automatic repayment plan in place and focus on prosperity. What can you do? What can you do to add more value to more people's lives? I know it sounds simple when I say it, but I've learned it. I've studied it. I've just embedded it into myself. I was delivering a training last week, and a guy who was there to learn how to train said to me, I've been observing you for the last 2 days. And I wondered, my slightly my negative mindset from time to time just went, is he going to criticize me? Because you have to learn to cope with criticism as you're going to succeed more and more. And he said to me, I love what you do. He said, you always leave with a positive. You always leave with a positive. Even if you have to interject, even if you have to correct someone in the room, even if you have to do something, you never leave it on a negative. You always, always, always leave it on a positive. Yeah, 100%. It's the best thing to do. But do that with every single person you meet today. Leave it on a positive. Leave it with a little impression of increase. No negative phone calls, no negative Zoom calls. What can we do? What can we create? Up and up and up and up and up. I promise you, this is the way to succeed, and succeed big. Okay, I know I'm on my journey, and I know it can work for you, right? But you have to start your journey. So I don't spend any time now thinking about failures or successes. In fact, I spend no time at all thinking about the first 50 years of my life. Why would I not do that? Because it's all there. Right, I don't need to think about that anymore. I've journaled it, I've written it down, I've published it. Everyone can read it, all the challenges. There it is. I don't need to think about that anymore. So I don't think about my failures, I don't think about my successes, and I certainly don't think about the past with any emotional attachment at all. It's the most freeing thing you can do for yourself, I promise you. It's very cathartic, just letting go of the past. It's a brilliant thing to do. And find your way of doing it, right? Find your own way of doing it. You might want to write a book, you might just want to journal for yourself. But it's a great emotional release to get rid of the stories. We're all hanging on to a story. Get rid of the stories and let them go. Okay. If you go out somewhere and you listen, the amount of people that are telling stories about themselves and their own lives, and they're emotionally attached to them, which therefore means they attract more things to them, especially if they're negative stories. So we need to be on point with this, right? We need to understand that we will attract everything we require when we need it, however we need it. I believe in the universe. I believe in the fact that everything arrives at the exact moment when I need it. Even the things that are the most challenges arrive when I need them for me to learn from them. So my greatest failures are actually my greatest successes, which is an interesting point when you start to think about it. So I only spend time thinking about this present moment, what value I can add to your lives, and then what I can do throughout the day, minute by minute. Okay? Because you deserve this happiness as well. Every single human being deserves this happiness, even if you've made all the mistakes in the world. You know, you all often hear of people being locked up in prison and then changing their ways and changing how they see the world. You know, because they have a moment of clarity, shall we call it. The point is that we can all change our ways, and we all deserve happiness, health, and wealth, and all the money that you can dream of as part of that wealth. You need it, yeah. You just need to decide to do it. You need to decide to do it. You need to make a commitment, and you need to understand that everything is an inside job. Everything, yeah. We're so busy out there trying to make everything happen outside of ourselves that we forget our inner growth. And yet that's where the power is. Yeah. See, everybody wishes for all the things that I talk about. Everybody wishes for all the things that I've been learning and studying about. Everyone's going to wish in 10 years' time, when I'm multi-millionaire, and Emma and I are enjoying every second of what we do, even more than we do today, right? Everyone will be like, oh, well, that was lucky. No, it won't be. It will be because of focus, decision, commitment, growth, and bringing the joy. And that's what it's about. That's absolutely what it's about. Everybody wishes for these things. I've stood in seminars and said, who wants more money? 150 hands go up. Yeah. And then I say, okay, are you prepared to do the work? And no hands go up. After I've taken them through what the work is, no hands go up. And the question is, are you prepared to do the work? Right. I was prepared to do the work. Tony Robbins said, you need desperation or inspiration. And for me, I was both. I was desperate because I had nothing 12 years ago, materially. And I was inspired because Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, and all these other amazing people got me inspired. Studying the e-colours got me inspired. Oh, right. I was a yellow blue at the time. And it was like, oh, okay, so it's all right to be me. There's lots of other people like me. There's lots of other people who are not like me, but it's okay to be me. That was really important as well. So are you prepared to look at yourself? Are you prepared to put the work in? I know by you watching these streams that you're interested, and I know you would like to grow in one area of your life. Keep going. Whatever you do, whether you work one-to-one with me, whether you read my books, or whether you study with anything that's on markwilkinsonofficial.com, any of my recommended reading of other coaches and other people that are out there, whatever you do, just do it. But get going. Seriously, get going. Yeah. Be committed. Day in, day out, moment in, moment out, be committed to the present moment, and keep going and keep growing. If you want a coach, of course, you can book through my website, markwilkinsonofficial.com. I would love to spend 30 minutes with you. And I think it will be a really, really interesting point for you to spend 30 minutes with me so I can explain in more detail all of these things I'm talking about. Someone says, so you changed your personality as in e-colours? No, absolutely not. I did a questionnaire with e-colours that showed me my personality style. And when I understood my personality style, I then realized that actually everyone else had their own personality style. There's 8 billion people on the planet, and 1.3 million people almost have done their e-colours questionnaire. There's only 12 different personality styles. So with those 12 different personality styles, you can understand yourself better and you can understand other people better. It's a fascinating piece of work once you understand it. And for me, e-colours is a fantastic tool to use for behavioural safety, team building, leadership coaching, and conflict resolution. It's an amazing tool for all of those things. And it gives you a window into self-development so you can understand your strengths and your potential limiters. Once you've got that on board, all of a sudden, you can start to really make moves because you can understand that I've got my strengths and potential limiters. Emma's got hers, Paul, Andy, every single one of you watching this, Mick saying great advice. George, great to have you, mate. Thank you. Every single one of you has your own strengths and your own potential limiters. And as soon as you get wise to that or aware of that, and I put a post out yesterday saying, once you get awareness, you can't go backwards. Once you get the awareness, you go, all right. And then another bit of awareness and another. And the more awareness you build up over your years, you don't lose it. It's there. It's a continuous journey. I'm on mine, you're on yours. It's really, really important to understand that. So e-colours, no, absolutely did not change my personality. In fact, it just reflected back to me my personality style. And every single one of you has one. I urge you just to go for free. You can go and do your questionnaire at equilibria.com. You can get yourself over there. If you want to upgrade to a premium report, you just put in the code LIFE3MIX Premium and you can grab your premium report, which shows all your percentages. And if you want 30 minutes with me to have a chat about it, jump online, book through my diary. Totally happy happy for you to join and have a look at your e-colours. Andy says, please post the link here to authorize when you're done, please. Okay, Andy, yeah, will do, mate. Thank you. So if you'd like to connect, you know what to do, markwilkinsonofficial.com. My next series of books are coming out in 2024. We're going to bring out 3. There you go. I'm setting the goal. 3 books in 2024. Watch this space. That means I need to do one every 4 months or so. But watch this space. It's going to be great. We're going to delve into different areas of life. and we're going to share what we know, not just myself, but as a coaching community and a group community. We're going to share what we know, what we've studied, what worked for us, and then we're going to share it with every single one of you to read as well. So happy days, right? Some other great diary dates for you. If you'd like to get involved with us and you'd like to do anything we're doing a golf day on Saturday, the 19th of August. We were meant to do it on Saturday, but it was lashing it down with rain. So we've delayed it by 2 weeks. So Saturday, the 19th of August, if you'd like to play golf with us in Surrey, we are playing from 9 a.m. Tee off at 10:30 a.m. I think the first tee off is on the 19th of August. If you'd like to join us at Pine Ridge, let me know. We are doing eColours practitioner training on the 2nd, the 9th and the 16th of September. If you're interested in becoming an eColours practitioner, give me a shout. Let me know. We can talk about that, of course, as well. On Monday, the 4th of September, we're doing the book club. Now, if you have not studied in these book clubs, you really need to. The 2 books we're going to do before Christmas, one is U Squared by Price Pritchett, and the other, from October onwards, will be The Way of the Superior Man by David Data, which is amazing for masculine and feminine energies and everyone else in between. I promise you, we all have masculine and feminine energies, no matter what gender we are. It's amazing to watch. It's amazing to learn and understand. Okay, so U Squared in September, and then a week's break because we're going to the Vocal Booth Weekender, which I'll come on to in a minute. And then we are going to do The Way of the Superior Man, which will probably take us through until nearer Christmas. So if you haven't joined the book clubs, please do, because you're going to love them. All the tickets are on Eventbrite now. You can get to my Life Remixed and Release Radio party as well for my birthday on the 2nd of September. It's the last day today for the early bird tickets. They'll be gone after tonight. It's only £10 each at the moment. Goes up to 15 on tomorrow. So if you would like to come to our party, Life Remixed and Release Radio, I'd love to see you there. Booker T, Lisa Loud, and all the release pods and myself. It's going to be amazing. And then, yes, the Vocal Booth Weekender. We will be in Spain. I'm actually going to be popping over there at the end of this week and play some golf and see some friends. On the September the 27th until the 4th of October, we're going to be in Spain for that. It's the 29th of September to the 3rd of October is the Vocal Booth Weekender. I'm blessed to be playing. I'm really grateful to Andy Ward. I'm really grateful to Andy Ward or for inviting me to play alongside a stellar lineup, an absolutely stellar lineup. If you're not sure and you haven't found out and you haven't bought a ticket yet, I think there's some left. It's not many, to be honest, but go to vocalboothweekender.com. Andy, if you're listening, wherever you want to post your link for that, you're very, very welcome to do so. That must be Dave. That must be Dave Mahoney saying the final chapters of David Data will be unmissable. Yes, David, join. Join indeed. The final chapters of The Way of the Superior Man are fascinating because he is a yoga coach. So that will be amazing. But the build up to it is also incredible as well. So you're going to love The Way of the Superior Man and U Squared. Tickets on Eventbrite now for the book clubs. Go and grab them. So the Vocal Booth Weekender is going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing Andy Ward, Simon Schooley Phillips, Grant Nelson, Dr. Bob Jones, so many more. I can see Andy's put vocalboothweekender.com there in the chats. Get yourself over there, but get yourself over to Spain with us. You're going to have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, I should say. We will be doing our Life Remix Success Coaching session there as well. So that'll be great. It'll be a 3-hour session on the Monday. So that'll be amazing. And then also Michelle and her team will be doing a high value coaching session directed at women, things that make you go, 5 M's, I've been told this morning. So I've got that wrong on my newsletter. But there's 5 M's and they all stand for something. So Michelle will give us all more information on that as well. Not to be missed, honestly. It's going to be great. And then another one further down the year in your diaries. And on November the 3rd, Jocelyn Brown is live at the Esher Theatre. Yeah, you heard that right. Jocelyn Brown, the legend, is live at the Esher Theatre on Friday, November the 3rd in the evening. So I am A, supporting that, B, going to that, and C, you'll see me down the front having a little dance to Jocelyn Brown just around the corner from where we live. How amazing is that? So we're all looking forward to that. And then on Saturday, November the 4th, I'm going to do a Life Remix live all day. Completely free. Yeah, you heard it here first. Completely free. No charge to anyone who wants to come. I'm doing a free coaching session from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Esher Theatre. all day. So you can make a weekend of it. You've got Jocelyn Brown on a Friday night and then myself all day Saturday. And then you can go and do your fireworks stuff and that in the evening or whatever it is you would like to do with the rest of your family. So much to look forward to. There you go, right? It's all about the mindset. So if you'd like to discuss any of this stuff, please do get in touch. You can see on my newsletter. If you're not on my newsletter, then please do sign up. Loads of great information that I put on there. I do know how to succeed. I also know how to fail. I've done both. I know which I prefer by far. It's success, and it's the mindset that leads to the success. So, like the muscle, clearly been to the gym a lot there. But get yourself to the gym, get yourself to the mind gym, work on your mind daily, read, study, learn, listen, grow, be inspired by people that are doing great work, because that's how we all grow together. So onwards and upwards. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful, wonderful week. Absolute love from myself, all the Life Remix crew. I'm looking forward to seeing you. All of these things we've got planned. And just wait for 2024 and 2025. Trust me. Strap yourselves in, folks.